What is stopping you from getting what you want in life? We all been brilliant at dreaming when we were kids, right? Okay. And then something happened. Older you get, more roadblocks you experience in life, right? More people tell you what you can do and what you cannot do. And if you were interested in manifesting, there's so many different techniques on how to achieve your goals. From visualizing, from affirmations, inner conversations, just feeling your manifestation, whatever you want to attract. But what is actually stopping you, especially if you are in your 30s and 40s, or maybe even 50s, right? You've been living life on autopilot because you've been living life based on limited beliefs that you have. And I'm talking from experience because when I'm looking why I can achieve certain things or why I'm struggling to achieve certain things, I know that there is like a limited belief system, like some old programming in me that I still need to get rid of. And one way of doing that is by trying to transcend your ego, because you know what they say, your limited beliefs is kind of just your ego trying to protect you, if you want to call it ego. Other people call it conscious and subconscious mind, because whatever is ingrained in you, and when you're trying to change your behavior, when you're trying to change your mindset, you can do it maybe for a day, maybe for 2 or 3, having like those positive thoughts. But then what happens, maybe some old stories from the past, maybe you remember an event that happened, like some traumatic experiences. And a traumatic experience doesn't have to be something really bad that happened to you, okay? But it is something that shaped you, where you can't go and achieve your goals. So how can you transcend the ego? And I love manifestation communities. I watch a lot of videos there, and a lot of them start talking about being happy, being mindful, doing what you love to do. That's where self-love comes in, I think, where all the manifestation coaches are talking about do what you love and you're gonna manifest what you want in no time, right? Okay. But what if you tried consciously doing that and you still don't know how to get rid of your limiting beliefs, how to transcend your ego? I was actually thinking about that, and I want to talk about this book. I don't know how many of you read this, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. Oprah actually did a talk show about it. You can actually find her video series, not one video, but like a series of videos on different chapters from this book with her book club and with the author Eckhart Tolle talking about it. Now, I already read this book 3 times and I'm probably gonna read it again, but once you start reading it, he really brings you into the now. And I don't know how many of you ever watched Eckhart Tolle speak, but he's probably one of the most calming people on earth. Just by listening to him, you kind of like get really relaxed, and you know, like that energy coming is kind of like, oh wow, this man is so peaceful. I wonder what did he do to get there, right? So if you don't know how to get rid of your limited beliefs, how to transcend your ego, as they say, this is one way of doing it. Have a read and let me know what you think. Let me know if you read this book. I would be curious to know. But I thought like it's really important for us to become more mindful, for us to kind of live in the moment. Because have you ever noticed when sometimes you attract things when you're not trying? And that is the natural state of manifestation. Okay, when you're just living your life and you're happy and you know whatever you want to get, maybe you get that job interview, maybe you get a new client, maybe you get that person that you've been dreaming of, you know, like they call you or something like that. Okay, so whatever you're trying to manifest, it just comes to you. It just happens because you are in that state of being. You are so relaxed and you're so connected with yourself, right? Okay, but of course, all of us have daily tasks, activities, daily things to do. And the more we get into the doing state, we actually go away from the being state, because we have to do this. Okay, then we go to social media, we consume a lot of social media, a lot of messages are coming in. And then if you are listening to the news, then there's a lot of negative messages coming in. And before you know it, you become very judgmental and you start worrying about things that aren't directly impacting you, okay? So I invite you to practice mindfulness. Essentially, that's what Eckhart Tolle is about. I invite you maybe to read this book and watch how your life changes and how fast you can attract things what you want to attract. No, of course, under no means I'm saying that you just need to read this book and you're gonna get everything you want. You still need to take action, and you do take action, but when you're in a state of being, when you're in a present state, you take a different type of action. You take an inspired action, as they say, an action that gets you results rather than you trying to push something. All right? Okay. Well, let me know what you think. I'm curious, what are the methods you use to get rid of your limiting beliefs or transcend your ego? And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye.